E kumu ilele ona kupuna. Kumu ilele ona kupuna. And that does mean teacher, source, messenger for the ancestors. Making right more right. So that means we're not talking about us coming into this dimension, this earth plane, as, say, anything less than Pono. We're talking about from day one. From day one, we each came to this dimension already in perfection. Already in perfection, okay? Now that tells you right there that there is a huge difference then in many other philosophies that do not think in that way. Okay? In our Hawaiian way, we look at it in that way because of the Aloha spirit. Because everything in our culture, everything that had to do with us as Hawaiians here on this, these 8 islands or so, okay, had to do with Aloha and Aloha spirit.
We're hoping to build a mountain full of Pono people so that you can share and then you can learn and move towards the light and the gold and the happiness and joy. And as they sang those songs, it's about living on this aina with Aloha. It's about renewing your spirit back to the days of Kalapana, where there is nothing there but just pure Aloha spirit. And how do you get there? We've lived, we were born, and we still have life and things and challenges. How do you stay in that Aloha? How do you stay in that Pono, in that excellence?
What is life if one cannot ha'ani, play? If one cannot play and cannot feel this joyfulness, this real ha'oli. Yes, life is such. Life is such that we are challenged moment by moment. We are challenged moment by moment. But it doesn't mean then that we have to give up, let's say, that we have to become imprisoned, if you will, in the day-to-day stuff. Aole no pilikia. No need to be drowning in the trauma and drama. Okay, pilikia, for those of us who don't know, pilikia is trauma and drama. It's our way of saying, ooh, not enough aloha away. Ooh, need to experience more of the hau'oli, the love, the happiness. And it's all about making the choice. Yeah, it's all about making the choice. You can choose to be. You can choose to be Pono, meaning in that state of excellence, or you can choose to be pilikia, in that trauma and drama. Yeah? Yeah. One thing we know for sure, part-time, no work. Okay? You cannot go part-time. Okay? You gotta go full-on. Part-time, in fact, my grandfather used to say that you either, to be Pono or to be in pilikia, right, is to, 1, you choose it. 2, to help you make that choice, it is to bring in the perspective, that perspective of either you hapai or you not. Oh, this is for the wahinis, kalamai, excuse me. For the wahinis. Yeah. Hapai or you not. You either pregnant or you not. Okay, so this is the choice you got to make. You can make it. And you can do it from the time you get up in the morning. From the very moment that you get up in the morning. In the table of life, when you come into this dimension, let's say, yep, or according to our brother, he says, oh yeah, when you come in here, you're the HRV, okay? Human recreational vehicle. That's what he calls it. I'm going, oh, brother, okay then. Okay then, that works, okay. So as this human recreational vehicle, this is like more modern, bringing the philosophy up from Ho'oponopono Keala. Okay? So let me just say, Ho'oponopono Keala, for instance, comes from the ancient ones. I could just to give you a little bit of the history with that, is that from 10 generations ago, okay, that my grandfather was able to trace back for me as far as this philosophy, this way of being occurred. Ho'oponopono Keala means making right, more right, the path. Okay? Making right, more right, the path. Now, if you just kind of like allow the mana'o, the mind space, to absorb that a little bit, okay? And we knew that we are star people. We are star people, okay? I used to remember asking my grandfather many times, "Ooh, where do we come from?" And he would always go, he would point, he would point there. And I go, there's the top of the tree, no, little further. There's the top of another tree, no, little further. Oh, there's a cloud over there, no, little further. And I go, wow, next thing is only stars. And he go, that is the home. We come from the stars. Makali. We come from Makali. So as a little child, I was introduced to this. I was introduced to the fact that Aloha spirit meant that we were created from love and we are of love. And the greatness that we each are, we are. And that it was not about sins. It was not about darkness. It was always about love. Aloha. Spirit. The best, the greatness of who you are. Okay? From the very beginning. This mo'olelo, if you will. From 10 generations plus, I asked him one time, I said, oh, there's got to be more to our generation, when I got older. I said, gee, there got to be more than 10. How come only 10? And he said, because that's how many on my fingers, okay? Yeah, he never count toes. He just went here. So I said, oh, okay then. And he goes, ole no pilikia eke mana'o. In other words, do not think more than you need. I go, oh, okay then. That was his way of saying, stay here. Be in focus. Stay in present. Oh, so as a child, we learned these things. We were able to pono with that, And the greatness of who we are, each of us, we bring gifts to this world. We bring these gifts. Based in the Aloha spirit, this is what it really meant. So before the influences came to Hawaii, outside influences that brought in other kinds of dynamics, things of this sort. A lot of the Hawaiian and the philosophy of our Hawaiian people, the Ho'oponopono Keala especially, went underground, so to speak. And the only reason for that, really and truly, was because of how precious it was. And that the timing would one day come back to where people would be able to appreciate the value of this philosophy, of this Aloha spirit. And that this value would be able to help them to also recognize your place in the dynamics of it all. What does that leave us with? That leaves us with the understanding for choosing again, how do we want to do life? How do you want to do life? How is it? Do you want to do it in the style before? Or are you ready? Are you really ready, to paddle your canoe, to do your part? In accordance to our grandfather, we're all in the same canoe. We are all in the same canoe. So you have this opportunity now to really make important choices. The important choices that's going to help you navigate further in this arena we call life. And to do it successfully, to do it wholeheartedly, to do it without a sense of imprisonment or losses, to do it because it's time to do it Pono. Because it's time to do it in Pono. In the perfection. That perfection of that gift that you already have. It's already within you. It's already within you. Whatever it is that you wish to, tag it to, that's fine too. So long as you can come to your own table now, serve yourself up the dish, that's Pono. That places you of value, that places you as good enough, because you are. One of the things that our grandfather used to always say is, no forget now keiki. There is no one better than you. No more the kind, no more. And the reason for that is, cause Uhane, spirit, only made one you. Only one. Never need 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Only one. So that makes you the best. You the best you ever. The best you ever. The cosmic lie, if you will, is about when the old paradigms was about you being compared to somebody else. We're so very fortunate, really, because there is, out of 5 boys, we at least had each other, and it was always Pono, always Pono, because we supported each other so much, probably because we had these 5 bulls.
I think we learned a lot about that, staying in Pono with each other as well as ourselves, because we had the 5 brothers. The personalities, the dynamics in the house, so varied.
Oh boy.
And it was so easy to tell, almost like drawing a line across the living room floor. This is the boys' side, this is the girls' side. There's only 2 of us, but we're stronger than all 5 of you. That kind of thing, It built strength, inner strength in us, truly, so that we could actually see our value and express it and not be intimidated. And my mom, our mom, had a lot to do with that, because she was always letting us know that we are just as important as everybody else in the household, and that even though there was only 2 of us and 5 of them, all more power for us. Because there is only 2 of us, so we're going to pull together always, and we did. Always did. It was a very good lesson.
So it isn't as if we left our brothers out either. Oh no, absolutely not. No, they just didn't choose the path we did.
I never got the
They
memo.
just tied them to a tree.
Oh, that's the brother. You do whatever Pono says.
Needed time to reflect.
Aunty Simeona is our auntie on our mother's side, and she was the one that brought out Ho'oponopono back in the late 30s, was my understanding. We never met her, okay, she was a little before our time. But from the family, that we heard the mo'olelos about all of that. And we also knew that she was quite a rascal in the family, and a pioneer in her day, truly. And that to bring forward Ho'oponopono in the time frame that she did, it was also not the landscape, if you will, or society at the time was not really ready to receive all of the other parts of that Ho'oponopono. The other parts meaning that which was embedded in the Aloha spirit. Okay, so that part, that which we are bringing out today in the Pono Keala, that's the part that now is ready, because society is ready. It's ready to accept
it's ready to accept the goodness, the Aloha spirit, the full on. So this is why we're able to bring it forward now. Okay. So in her day with Aunty Simeona, there was a lot of alakais, if you will, that she had also, that were students of hers and that graduated and also went on into more of the Western teachings of things. And they became, your PhDs, et cetera, your psychologists and all of these kinds of things. So Ho'oponopono, that which originated from our auntie, was changed to include a more Western flavor, if you will. So this is where the conflicts come in. Because when you think about the Aloha spirit, we're talking about pure love, pure aloha. You're not talking about conflicts or resolutions in that manner. You're not, because the energies of that ma'ole doesn't fit in the same dish. Okay? So today, we're able to bring forward all the rest of it now. That which existed in our ohana too, from way back when. Okay. So now you're getting the Aloha spirit. And believe me, we get people asking us many times about the conflict resolution. And we kind of look at her, I kind of look at her, and I go, we know more.
There we go again.
We know more.
Although we really would love to blame everyone else for our for the
For the
conflict.
confusion.
Yeah. That was the whole the message I got back then was like, oh, we gotta fix. I gotta fix my brother. I gotta fix my sister.
Wrong.
Something's wrong with them. They're pissing me off so much.
That's what she said.
We don't go there.
No, they didn't go there. No, they didn't go there. But there was a tendency of you go to a psychologist, you go to get help because you need somebody to talk to because you feel that no one's hearing you, no one's listening to you, and then you want to say, well, if they did this to me, and this happened to me, and you want to say, well, they need to be fixed. But when the more and more I sat in Auntie's classes, and I've sat in a lot, it's like, oh, damn, it's about me. I gotta work on me, and that's the homework, that's the journey, and that's paddling in your own canoe that she talks about. Yeah.
Definitely different, because then they find out that aloha spirit is within themselves, and our job is to help bring that through, to bring that part of the you and bring it up here, bring you out, help you to reconnect to your own greatness, because that's what it's all about. Imagine, if you will, that the more and more of us who come into this alignment, who start to feel this sense of greatness and oneness and goodness about our own selves, right? And understand the philosophy behind that. Not only just the philosophy, but understand the science even behind this goodness and this Pono, okay? Understand what our kupunas, our ancestors knew from way back when, how much this Pono, this aloha, really was of great help to them, and to their sense of spirituality, and to their sense of survival even. A society of people living here in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, back in those days, hey, they had to have aloha. It wasn't just something to talk about it. Oh yeah, maybe I'm going to choose aloha today. Should I? Shouldn't I? No way.
You, but not you.
Yeah. Aole. Cannot. The sense of survival demands, and did demand back in their day, that they had to have this aloha. in place. It meant survival. They understood it because it had to be. A little different from what we have today, where we can go, yeah, well, I'm not feeling good about that school. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. I don't need the Pono. I don't even need the Aloha. Okay, or I'm Aloha until the first guy on the freeway, boom, cut me off. Oh, watch my Aloha.